Hi, my dears. It's been a long time since I've seen you. What I wanted to talk to you today about are selections. Selections are what we use in Photoshop. They are as important as the pen tool is when we're using the pen tool in Illustrator. I'm going to demonstrate a couple of selections styles for you. One of them you already know, which is the magic wand tool, because we've used that before in Illustrator. And a couple are new and they give you some more control. Once we've gotten over that, you guys are going to be using those tools on your own to build a face. And so I'll show you, I'll have a tutorial on how to do that too. Right. So selection tools. Sorry about that. You will find them over here in your toolbar in Photoshop. I will also do a demonstration of this in Photopea. So if you do not have your toolbar, and yours probably will look like this, but if you don't have your toolbar open, you can go to this upper right-hand corner here. There's a magnifying glass for search, an icon, and an export icon. And if you click on the little arrow, same way we would do it in Illustrator, you can reset your essentials. And this will set up your workspace, not new workspace. Sorry about that. Cancel. So it looks like this. I've just closed some tabs so they don't take up so much of my screen. Selection tools. Selection tools allow you to choose bits and pieces of your project, and they work in multiple different ways. So magic wand tool, we know this one from using it in Illustrator. It selects by like color. So it will select just the red here. It will select just the green. Now at the top, up here at the top of your Photoshop screen, you'll see tolerance, anti-alias, contiguous, and sample all layers. What contiguous is it only selects the colors that are next to the one you click on, and I'll show you this. So if I click on this red dot, there's two red dots and a red rectangle on here, but if I click on the red dot with contiguous checked, it selects only that one. And you can see it's selected because it has these dashed lines. We call them marching ants. To unselect my circle here, I'm going to click Command D. If I uncheck this box, when I click on this red circle, it selects all of the red items. Something to consider depending on what it is that you're looking to do. Now the magic wand tool won't work in the cloud over here because it is not all one color. Same with the figure. It did, however, work on my background. So if I wanted to, I could delete my entire background. That checkerboard pattern shows you that something is transparent. There is no background color on here. Control D to deselect. So that's the magic wand tool. Over here, you will also see some other tools. So there's quick selection tool. At the top, you have your tool options. For now, it's probably default here. And I'm going to choose and select the middle one, so add to selection, and that allows me to, that was pretty quick, choose more than one thing at a time. If for any reason, make those disappear for a second. If for any reason I don't want something selected, I selected too far, I can go up here to the minus and it will take off bits and pieces that I don't want. So the selection tool, quick selection tool, it is probably the handiest and most awesome thing that you will have access to start. Control D to deselect. Additionally, over here, you have the lasso tool. And if you click and hold on the lasso tool, you have magnetic and polygonal. Magnetic just means it clicks to edges. So it's looking for those edges. The slower I go, the more accurate it is. Obviously, it's not that accurate. I'm going a little wibbly wobbly with it. I don't have a layer open. There. And the regular lasso tool lets you do free-form shapes. So maybe I'm going to do a flower. Feel free to speed up the video as needed. Then if I want to, I can just go ahead and fill that in. Control D to deselect. So those are your basic selection tools. You will find them in the upper corner here. There's Lasso. Takes a lot of patience, but can be the one you need if you need to be very particular about something. And Quick Selection Tool, paintbrush with a blob. And if you click and hold on that, you will have some other options. Quick Selection, Magic Wand, which selects by color. One more thing with Quick Selection Tool, what you can do here is you can see my brush size that's that outline there. I can change my brush size here, which will allow me to be more precise depending on what it is I'm looking at selecting. You also have options to select in solid shapes like rectangles, circles, and single rows. If you find that you can't do something on your screen, it is probably because something is selected, and Control D to deselect will help you move forward. That was a really brief explanation about selection tools. I'm also going to demonstrate them when I show you how to do face out of fruit.